Man, niggas just hopping up too. And I already glitched. Okay. Onward.
What's up, guys? Today I'm here with Kristaps Porzingis, who just finished filming the 2K18 My Career scenes. How was that experience?
All the costume and everything, and it was a little weird at first, but then I got comfortable and it was a lot of fun.
Did you guys stick to the script?
We didn't really have to stick to anything, like we could freestyle basically, so it was good.
This year in My Career, there's a big focus on the business side of the NBA.
I just kind of want to help you to make your mind whether you want to go with Adidas or someone else.
So do you feel like it's difficult to manage some of your business ventures with your hectic playing schedule?
It's good to learn the business side, but you really have to stay focused on basketball. That's what I try to do, and that's why it's important to have good support around you. I'm lucky to have my brothers working, and helping me out with all that kind of stuff.
So for our gamers who are trying to get these endorsements in My Career, do you have any advice for them?
If you do the right things on the court, then the off-the-court stuff will come.
Also in My Career this year, music is a big focus. So what is on your pregame playlist?
Something from Future. I love Future before the games. I love Meek Mill. It's the hype music. The beat is good, and that's when I kind of get going.
In Europe, basketball isn't necessarily the most popular sport. So what attracted you to the game?
Latvia, and especially my hometown, is all about basketball, really. My family played. My dad played professionally. My mom did, and my oldest brother was playing professionally at that time. So me growing up, I wanted to be like my older brother and play professionally. So it just came to me natural.
So now you've played in the U.S. and in Europe. What would you say is the biggest difference between the two styles of the game?
In Europe, it feels like, I'm not sure if the dimensions are really small, but it feels like the court is a little smaller. Obviously, the guys are not as physical, as fast and as athletic as they are here. But in Europe, the game is not as much based on one-on-one. Here it is much more one-on-one and that kind of game. So those are the main differences for me.
What was the toughest part about the transition to playing in the NBA?
Probably getting used to the schedule. I used to play one game a week in Europe, and here it's like 3-4 games a week. So you don't really have time to practice. You're just playing. That was the main difference for me.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And the Indiana Pacers, a team that a few years back played in 2 straight conference finals, had the best record in the East in 2014, but a lot of changes have been made since then. Guys, were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was surprised. They're very proactive in moving around guys. But I was surprised. They have a smaller team. They're trying to play the small ball of the East. But it hasn't been measured into wins yet. However, it's still coming, Shaq. It's still coming.
It might have been time for a change. Some players are falling off a little bit. They've been unable to capture the same success, though. But we'll see.
Kevin Harlan, please take it away.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports Broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Joined courtside with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Take a look at the Pacers, and as we take a look at the standings, they're sitting 7 games back from the #1 seed.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Well, there really was no way you could have predicted they'd have this kind of season. The only people that aren't surprised are the players and the coaches themselves.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I like that side of the game." Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. Doris, late season, several championship contenders preparing their postseason strategies. It's fun to watch, and the maneuvering going on. How important do you think in earning home court advantage versus being your healthiest takes advantage?
Yeah, I think if you were going to talk to any of the head coaches in the NBA, they would say to you they will always take health over home court advantage. The other thing they would say to you, Kevin, is, I would rather be rested than ready. And so both of those things are important.
Interesting. So the Lakers win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Pacers, Young and Turner up front. Paul out there with Oladipo. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Turner with a screen for Oladipo. Off the pick. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Well, the versatility of Victor Oladipo is fantastic. This is a clever guard who plays his heart out on both ends of the floor.
Ball with it. Nance a screen. Pass to Chapman. Shoots off the screen, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Chapman's got his first 2 points.
Well, I like how Brook Lopez is doing a little bit of everything, including setting these rock-solid screens to get his teammates open.
Turner up top. Young in the corner. Turner with a screen on Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Young's shot is off. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
And here is Los Angeles now. That is Young missing his last shot. Chapman.
I love how Bogdanovich gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
Down low. The kick out to Young. Turner with the screen. Goes up to the stripe. They get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got his first points of the night.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The pass to Chapman. Lopez a screen. Shot off the screen. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I thought they came in with an aggressive mindset. Just turns out it was too aggressive.
Right, they fouled way too much. And there's nothing wrong with being physical, but they overdid it in the last game. Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Count it. Chapman's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Paul kicks to Bogdanovich. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Turner with the screen. Up off the screen, and it's Young finishing it off.
Oh my goodness, exceptional speed, outrageous athleticism. Thaddeus Young doing work.
Nance a screen. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And the Pacers still looking for their first NBA title, but 3 titles, as we know, for the franchise in their ABA days.
How about in 9 seasons with the ABA, they made the finals 5 times. Now, granted, there were only about 10 teams in the league, but that's still pretty impressive.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Paul kicks to Young. Turner with the screen. There's a good screen. Oladipo against Nance. Another miss by Oladipo.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area.
see that one pretty clearly.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Two shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. And Nate McMillan with a solid track record as head coach in Seattle and Portland before taking over the Indiana Pacers.
Well, think about it. Before this job, 12 seasons, all coaching in the Northwest. And that goes along with 12 seasons as a player, all with the Sonics. He actually earned the nickname Mr. Sonic for almost 2 decades in Seattle.
Nice job coming off that screen. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball, the pass to Chapman. Tries from the block. Ball kicks to Nance. Chapman, the pass to Ball. Lakers passing it around. Tries again. Here's Chapman. And at last, they get one to fall. Chapman's got 7.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
They set the screen. Wells with the steal. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And when Wells spots one of his guys wide open, doesn't hesitate at all. Just gets it over before the D can react.
Now here's Paul. Last game with 30 points. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
And Indiana making a change here. Los Angeles leading by 6. Wells kicks to Nance. He feeds it to Wells. Back to Nance.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Lakers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And the passion of Wells, admirable. I mean, he plays with that burning fire inside of him. I just love his spirit.
And Wells drops them both.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Pass to Bowden. There's the pick. Kicks to Paul. Turner with a screen on Lopez. Here's Young. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Well, I love the terrific concentration by Thaddeus Young. He's not letting the defense alter that shot.
Ball dishes to Lopez. Feeds it to Ball. Lopez inside. He's against Turner. Chapman. And it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
It's stolen by Nance. Passes to Chapman. Back to Nance. And it's sent back by Turner. Ball passes to Turner. There's the dish to Young. Nance with some nice D.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket. Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition. transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And here's Bogdanovich after the three-pointer from Shanny Wells. The teardrop falls in. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, masterful work from Bogdanovich. He's a very talented scorer with plenty of shots in the arsenal.
Now Wells, he's got 8. Lopez a screen. To the paint, pocket 6. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Bowden, the pass to Bogdanovich. Both teams deciding to change it up. Lakers leading by 7. And a refined offensive skill set for the Croatian Bogdanovich.
Well, Bojan, his three-point shot, obviously a big part of his game. He can really heat it up from the perimeter. On any given night, this guy can go for 40.
Here's Ball. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender up.
And Ball proving to be a knockdown threat from mid-range as well. A terrific shooter in that area.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. Collison with the screen for Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Bowden. Wells with the steal. Here's Chapman. A 23-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there. And as long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Bogdanovich wide open. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Julius Randle's checked in for Lopez. And Stevenson comes in for Wells. And it's Brandon Knight in for Ball. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. And McCaw is subbed in for Bogdanovich.
A nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Doris, it's been said that you started playing basketball in the 2nd grade. How did your love of this sport become so evident so early?
Yeah, you know, I moved to the Jersey Shore when I was 7 years old. There was a park right next door. And, you know, in the last of 8 kids, my family didn't have a ton of money. But, boy, all I needed was a rim and a basketball. And I could spend 6, 7, 8 hours. My mother used to call me back in from the park to have lunch or dinner. I just spent my entire childhood on the hard court next door dribbling away.
Were you naturally good at it, or did you feel like you had to work at it, or did you just feel like I got a knack?
I'm glad you set me the fuck out, because I'm fucking drawing right now.
Lakers trail by 3. The captain out there with Nance. Then there's Brandon Knight, and there's Wells, and it's Zubac in at the 5. Absence in the game for the Lakers.
Clearly a foul.
The Lakers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the 2nd quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Spurs made a big difference. He scored 23 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that, guys, and that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. And his confidence right now is sky high. And he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and then it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Paul. Screen by Young. Goes up on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's 10 points for Chris Paul.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Wells kicks the ball. Shoots the three. Here's Zubac. Nice feed from Oladipo.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Shot from 12. That shot misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. Here's Chapman. 13 points in the game. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Ball outside. It's Oladipo on the wing. Turner with the screen for Oladipo. The 9-foot shot. And the rejection by Zubac. The shot by Turner no good. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Chapman the pass to Wells. Los Angeles with another miss.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Turner with the screen. Here's Young, and it's blocked. Here's Chapman. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Oladipo right side. Chapman with the rebound.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
The feed now to Wells. They need this one. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Paul outside. Bogdanovich dishes to Oladipo. Paul with the screen for Oladipo. He kicks to Turner. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get this shot going.
Here's Chapman. 13 points in the game. And the whistle blows, so a change here for a three-point play.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
Doris, so often we talk about high basketball IQ. Is that something you can learn, or do you have to be born with something like that?
I think it's probably a little bit of both, but if you look at someone like LeBron James, whose basketball IQ may be the highest we've ever seen, I think he's a guy whose basketball knowledge is always expanding, and I think if you love the game, you're constantly taking in information, so probably a little bit of both.
So you've always got to be curious, right? Even if you're at the top of the game like LeBron or yourself.
Right. LeBron is just, he's constantly taking in sources of information, upping his ante in terms of film watching and preparation. Really special to be able to watch that guy work.
I know that's how you prepare as a broadcaster now. I'd like to tag along sometime and watch you prepare for a game. That'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be a blast.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That'll be his second foul of the game. A steal.
And you've got to do a better job of making sure the defender isn't in your space. I mean, if you're going to pump fake, you've got to make sure he doesn't have a chance for the steal.
Here's Oladipo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Turner with the screen. Floats one up. Rejected by Chapman. There's the pick. Lopez left side. Lets it go from deep. Here's Ball. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
And Indiana making a change here. Collison's out there.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete. But Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game with a 10-year vet.
Pass to out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Oladipo.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Turner with the screen for Bogdanovich. And it's blocked by Chapman.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Count that one. And with Lonzo Ball, you've heard all the comparisons to Jason Kidd as how he plays and views things as if it's a chess match. Pretty good company to be in.
I'll tell you, that just shows the lofty expectations Ball has been saddled with, and he's the ultimate team player and plays to win. There are questions about his game, but what I always say is the fact that the players he plays with tend to play their best basketball, which I think is a reflection of his game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Outside Collison. Shot clock at 6. Turner with the screen. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Rejected by Chapman.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
He dishes it to Lopez. Wells passes to Chapman. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Here's Lopez on the dunk by Lopez.
But Kev, if you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
Pacers trail by 12. Ball kicks to Collison. A floater. A rebound by the Lakers. Chapman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ball. Again, Los Angeles.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Paul kicks to Bogdanovich. In the corner, Collison with it. There's the screen to stop the run. There's the 3. Bogdanovich, no luck.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Back the ball, shoots over Ball. Indiana again missing.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in the zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Ball kicks to Collison. Basket good. Collison's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Chapman. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Over Bogdanovich, and the Lakers take on 2 more.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Ball. And it's slammed in by Young.
Listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
You know, yeah, I think everyone on the floor has been doing a great job of boxing out and finishing defensive stops. The ball just happens to be bouncing my way, so, you know, I get credit for the rebound, but as a team, I'm really happy with the way we're bodying up.
Well, you guys are all doing it together. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
And we saw his work over the first two quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
It felt like he owned that first half because he involved his guys with his passes, found different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young and Turner up front. Victor Oladipo is out there with Paul, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
Yeah, and it only takes a few shots for Paul to get going. The D has got to be worried.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Doris is a former guard. You know how much energy it takes to run a team and think a game as well as score. I mean, there's a lot on your plate at that position. What backcourt guys get an advantage of playing with a consistently high motor?
Well, Russell Westbrook, in addition to his ferocity, seems to be able to sustain his level of energy across a 48-minute game. I feel like the guy never gets a rest, so he's one high motor guy. I'll tell you a guy who doesn't do it the same way, but still it's required that he has a level of endurance that maybe would shock people, is James Harden. Like, the guy has the basketball in his hands. He's #1 priority in terms of the defensive scout. So Russell Westbrook and James Harden, though they go about the job differently, both are phenomenal at having a great endurance and having the ball so much.
Both free throws good from Chapman. Pacers trail by 14. Oladipo dishes to Bogdanovich. Turner with the screen. Bogdanovich passes to Turner. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Boy, Miles Turner out of the University of Texas, Hook 'em Horns, the #11 pick back in 2015. He now looks like a foundational piece for the Pacers.
Ball kicks to Lopez. From outside, off the mark. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Ball outside. Dishes it to Young. Over Nance. But he recovers it. Paul passes to Bogdanovich. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bogdanovich has got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. Ball kicks to Lopez. Lopez with another miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Oladipo dishes to Young. Here's the screen. Chapman with the rebound. Chapman's got rebound #7 for him tonight. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Wells wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Wells has got 16 points.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Goes back up. Lopez with the block.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Chapman the pass to Wells. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. And Lopez gets it to go.
Great work from Lopez. Extends out, past the defense. Great awareness.
Timeout called the Pacers.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and great post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for our defense.
Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. Monroe's shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ball kicks to Lopez. Lopez with another miss. Here's Bowden on target from 13 feet. 5 points in the game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Pacers trail by 11. Kicks it to Monroe. Over Nance. Monroe, no good. LA has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Wells. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Oladipo kicks to Paul. Shoots over Ball. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Lakers leading by 11. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Paul dishes to Oladipo. Monroe, the pass to Bowden. Indiana again missing. The Lakers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Chapman. He's got 24. The shot by Wells, no good. Bowden, the pass to Paul. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Jams it with authority.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Passes it to Bowden. Shoots a 3. Offensive rebound. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Turner.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Here's Chapman, powered down with both hands.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jumper.
Here's the 3. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively, drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
You know your father.
That's good from Chapman. Royce, I've heard you talk often about instituting a play clock from the very beginnings of someone learning the game of basketball.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely critical to the future of the game of basketball here in the United States because the Europeans right now, from the formative stages, from the youngest someone picks up the game of basketball, play under duress of the shot clock. And the reason that's important is you must be a 3-tool player to play under duress of the shot clock, meaning you've got to be a triple threat. You've got to be able to pass it, dribble it, and shoot it. And to do that with the pressure of a shot clock leaning in on you from those earliest moments is significant. And I know I have the backing of guys like R.C. Buford and Rick Carlisle. They believe, more important than me, intelligent basketball basketball people believe that in the United States, we must institute a shot clock from the time guys and young women pick up the game.
Bowden. Here's Monroe. The pass to McCaw. That three off the mark. Lakers leading by 15. Here's Chapman. He has 30. Outside Knight. Pass to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Have the space there, but it's offline. And the Pacers shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the threes and the twos last season for Los Angeles.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the three-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
Collison with it, and it's Knight picking him up. He used that pick to get in close. Bowden's got 9.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Knight passes to Chapman. Back to Knight. Knocked away. It's taken away by Collison. With the teardrop. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Chapman. Lakers leading by 11. Stolen by Monroe. And a fast break now. For the
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Chapman. Uses the glass to finish the race. Chapman's got 32 points.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Collison kicks to Monroe. Pass to Bowden. Shoots a 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
Here's Chapman. Sabonis grabs the board. Pacers trail by 8. Beyond the arc. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
You know, after a first half of poor shooting, he is turning up the heat now.
Yeah, make me play. Make me play, nigga.
Here's Chapman.
Make me fucking play, nigga. Yeah, make me play.
And they just refuse to go away. And really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Passes to Bowden. Here's Sabonis. Off the mark here with a 3-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
On the pass to Chapman. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The big men are Nance and Lopez. All out there with Wells. And it's Chapman in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. He feeds it to Nance. The dish to ball. Now here's Wells. Guarded by Oladipo. Los Angeles with another miss. Pacers trail by 5. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Out to the right wing. Screen by Monroe.
Yeah, make me play, young boy. Make me play. Come on.
Here's Chapman.
Yeah, make me play, boy.
Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
Whoa! Where's
Here's
my foul
Oladipo.
shots?
Lays it up off the glass.
Oh,
Oladipo's got 5
No
points
foul.
in the quarter.
Love how alert Oladipo is on the defensive end, using that impressive reach to mess with the passing lanes.
Lopez, a screen on Oladipo. Feeds to Lopez. He kicks it to Ball. 5 on the clock. Lopez sends a screen for Ball. Here's Chapman. It's rebounded by Indiana. Monroe's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Bowden. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Chapman, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he said fouled, and I was taking 2 shots. That's crazy. 2K. Go to sleep.
That's good from Chapman.
Hey, young boy, I got my eye on you. Don't worry about that. I'm in your ass. I'm looking right at you.
Both free throws good from Chapman. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-6 run. To the inside.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Hall's vision.
Here's Chapman. There's the steal. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Bowden. Bowden's got 21 in the game. Here's Chapman. And he converts the layup.
Well, he's one of those guys who kept their offense clicking there in front, thanks in no small part
Yeah,
to
we
what
can
this
do
guy's
it, baby.
done.
But in a minute, you got to be fucked up. Because I'm at the plant on
Ball
you.
outside. Turner with the screen for Ball. Shoots over Ball. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Miles Turner understands the angle at which he must set the screen and then uses that body to perfection.
Lopez dishes the ball. Nance, right side, shoots over Monroe. The shot's good from Nance. And the Lakers lead by 3. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Monroe sets a screen for Paul. Bowden, covered by Chapman.
Yeah, sit down, bro. What the fuck is
And
wrong with you?
pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Paul grabs the board.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to effect it.
Nance against Oladipo.
Simple.
To the middle, here's Turner, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. The Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go forward.
You gotta catch that rock. What are you doing?
The Pacers have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Turner with the screen for Paul. The feed to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Turner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Chapman. The 3-ball. A rebound by Young. Young's got 6 rebounds now in the game to take the lead. A rebound by the Lakers. Nance has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Chapman to pass the ball. Here's Chapman. He's covered by Bogdanovich. To the paint.
Was cutting
They get a hand
across,
on it.
man.
Pass to Chapman. Just 5 on the clock. defensively by Turner.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Nance. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Chapman. Second chance shot. Indeed by Bogdanovich.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Young outside. Over Nance. Shot's good from Young. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Oh, Kevin, he doesn't shy away from the moment. Thaddeus Young, big-time delivery.
And Young comes over to help. Fast break, here we go. Here's Bogdanovich. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And guys, Bogdanovich, the former second-round pick, has really found his place in the NBA. This guy is an effective shooter from just about anywhere.
Oladipo outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Paul kicks to Turner. From past the arc. They get it back. Young dishes to Paul. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He needs to stop shooting the ball right now. This is hurting his team.
Here's Paul. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Bogdanovich. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Bogdanovich has got 11 in the second half. Here's Chapman, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, Bogdanovich looking so comfortable close to the rim, just extends past the defense beautifully.
Double by Bogdanovich. Dishes it to Wells. Over to the left wing. Chapman, that's good. Chapman's got 41.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities.
Ball outside. Over ball. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back. Can't waste a second now. And even then, there's still a little chance.
No, exactly. They've got to act quickly. They don't have a ton of time to work with.
And that's how it's done. Find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Now, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Paul passes to Turner. And he banks in the layup. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Well, Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
And here are the Pacers now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that's an intentional foul. It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. And both at the line. It's an 8-point game.
Well, it's not looking good at this point.
You know, it just doesn't seem like they have enough time to get back into this one, and it has to be disappointing.
Here's Bogdanovich, covered by Chapman. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So no problem for Indiana as they get the... and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Yo, what's up, man?
What up, DJ? All right, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, DJ, let's get to work. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Screen! Oh, that's automatic! Switch!
Doesn't get better than that.
All right, DJ, let's get everyone over here and get started.
Screen! What's the roll? What's the roll? Shot!
Keep playing like that. You'll win half and you'll lose half. Either way, it needs work.
The next thing I want to talk about is the art of a good closeout. This is a principle that applies to any type of game, 3-on-3, 2-on-2, or 5v5. In this scenario here, what we want to do is close out to this high shoulder and force the ball to the baseline side, preferably where it came from. The next thing is we never foul a jump shooter. Stay off of the block button unless it's a basket attack or you're controlling a big man. Guards, stay down. Use the contest. Here, he's trying to block a shot that's going to do nothing for you in this scenario. Now you're putting your defender in a 2-on-1 situation. Even in 2-on-2 games, the concept of help the helper still applies. Here's a scenario here where we're beat on the perimeter. When you're beat on the perimeter, you just got to communicate. This guy here is in charge of stopping the basketball. What you should do, stop the ball, switch immediately. And again, as we roll, that doesn't happen. He hugs up on his man, 2 points, dunk, and that is that. One of the biggest fundamentals in basketball to help you improve your park game and definitely get more park wins is the whole concept of proper spacing and moving without the basketball. So here's a great example of where we dump the ball inside. We know the strong side is wherever the ball is. So we got the ball here on the strong side post. That means we need to fill this weak side corner. That's exactly what he does as we roll on. You're going to see we got the shooter. He's going to make the nice corner fill. Nice pass. 3-ball corner pocket. Let's keep it moving. Whether it's college or pros, you'll see a lot of teams implement 3-on-3 just basic structures before they introduce their full 5-man offense. A concept that is really successful in the 3-on-3 is the side pick and roll. One thing that I suggest you guys do, is use the screen. There's not a lot of patience in the playground. When you run the side pick and roll, you want this weak side shooter to fill the corner. This gives this 2-man game a lot more room to work. I prefer that when you're doing side pick and roll, that the defender is on the other side, allowing the ball carrier to get to the middle. When we get the ball to the middle in the pick and roll, it opens up our passing lanes and makes the decision making for the ball carrier much easier. I do hope that you guys got something out of this. There is something to be learned when you're watching other guys play here. So until next time, winners win, and I'm out.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. We'll be expecting a major air raid here in tonight's game. Two teams that live and die by the long ball. Shaq, we talk about how great three-point shooting helps you spread the floor. Tell us why that's a good idea.
Ernie, extra space can lead to more open shots. And when the guys are knocking them down, makes it harder to double guys on the block.
But you think about it, Ernie. When you can shoot that 3-ball, that means the defense has to come out, which creates so many driving lanes and mismatches all over the floor. This is one for the ages.
That's how they beat us in 94, 95.
Oh,
yeah.
We started that.
Yeah.
We started that.
With Kenny's long-range marksmanship.
Yep.
Game's just about ready to start. Time now to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
I stopped counting after 7.
That's a record, right?
Yeah, I stopped counting.